These things keep you broke as a woman, and after coaching tens of thousands of women, studying wealth, psychology, behavioral finance, emotional intelligence, and the economic data behind why women consistently earn and keep less, I can tell you that most of what keeps women financially stuck is not a lack of potential or lack of intelligence. It is the combination of conditioning, habits, and emotional patterns that were never designed to help you build wealth as a woman. One of the biggest things that keeps women broke is chronic undercharging. This is a huge problem, which comes from social conditioning that teaches women to be agreeable, to be people-pleasing, to be accommodating, and afraid of being seen as too much. Sounds familiar? Women avoid charging premium prices even when their results justify it. And I've seen this over and over again. The reason for that is they fear criticism, they fear rejection, or being perceived as greedy. The way to fix this is to calculate the real value of your work by measuring the transformation that you provide, not the time you spend. And then you have to anchor your pricing to outcomes instead of your insecurity and your fears. Another thing that keeps women broke is people pleasing. I already mentioned that. Women often put everyone else first, but not their needs, which drains their time, it drains their energy and their emotional bandwidth that should be going towards income producing activities. But our society is not teaching us to do that. So to fix this, you must build boundaries that protect your goals as a woman, your time, and your emotional focus. So replace "I'll try" with "this is what works for me," and watch how your life is going to completely change, and so will your finances. Another major reason women stay broke is money shame. The internal belief that wanting wealth makes you selfish or disconnected. Research shows that women who feel guilt around money sabotage their income. Hear that again. When you are guilty around money, you sabotage your income because you subconsciously associate financial success with losing love or belonging. How do we heal that? We have to normalize wealth by consuming content from wealthy women, be in rooms where women make a lot of women and they have a totally different mindset around women. Read material that was designed to encourage women and their finances. Another pattern is emotional spending, where women use money to soothe stress, loneliness, or boredom. Studies show that emotional spending spikes when women feel disconnected from purpose. The fix is to replace emotional spending with emotional awareness. So when you feel the urge to go and spend, just ask yourself what emotion you are trying to avoid and give yourself a healthier option, like go for some movement, go journaling, call a friend. Sometimes is because you feel lonely or you feel some negative emotion and you try to avoid that. Another thing that keeps women broke is avoiding numbers. You know, girl math. I do girl math as well. The problem is that a lot of brilliant females, they fear spreadsheets, they fear metrics, they fear tracking their numbers, they fear numbers in their business, so they guess instead of tracking what matters. So how to fix that? Choose one day of the week for a money date, and you review your income, your expenses, your goals, and potential opportunities. I do this every single week. What you measure improves. Another reason why women stay broke is lack of financial literacy. Women were not raised to invest, and studies shows that women are better long-term investors than men, yet they invest far less. The fix is to start small, and even with tiny little amounts, open an investment account, contribute monthly, find opportunities, let things compound. Just find ways to invest that work for you. Another pattern is staying in environments that limit your identity and your growth. If everyone around you plays small, you will feel guilty for wanting more because you will outgrow them. The fix is to get around ambitious women who talk about wealth the way others talk about the weather, because proximity is rewiring your brain. And the final thing that keeps many women broke is waiting for confidence. They think that wealth comes from confidence, and that's not the case. Confidence comes from you taking financially empowered actions all the time. So what you can do is start making decisions based on your future self, not based on your fears. I would love to find out what you resonated with. What are some of the things in your life that are currently keeping you stuck? And if you want support, if you want to be in a supportive community that is empowering you, if you want to be surrounded by wealthy women, successful female entrepreneurs, I've actually created a free community that you can join. The link is in the comments, and I can't wait to see you financially thrive.